what guys do in jail, they got this thing where they'll try to test you, like they'll feel you out. Some of them like to wrestle with you, see how much wind you have. Some of them like to hit your body, fight you, pop, pop. Once they break you down, you know, they're gonna come in, grab you, roll on you. So they had beat him up, knocked him out, and took his butt.
Prison Stories 101. We got him back in the building, man. Once again, Terrence Emmanuel Williams.
Say, are you gonna have the thing where the people sharpening the shank?
I still don't have that. I gotta get that sound effect because I don't even know what that's. I don't know what that sounds like.
I don't like coming to this show, but come on.
Yeah, because mind you, you're dealing with someone who's never did time in the feds or state.
You have done a lot of videos that you should know prison story would go on in prison.
True, I have. I should be picking up on a lingo.
When it first come on, that'd be real cool.
You mean like the?
Oh yeah. Kind of humping.
Horrible sound effects. Horrible sound effects.
Yeah, man.
No,
Commissary Child.
I will say this, man. I've been doing prison stories for a while, and it's funny because the most viewed videos are the ones that have the homosexual stories. Why do you think that is? Like, you know, because
people in society be infatuated with what really go on in prison. They don't really believe that. Some could be like, I can't believe, you know, like, let me give y'all the story. So there was this youngster. He was back on violation. So he was running with these other little boys that had life sentence. And I'm not gonna call the state because a lot of people, you know, I didn't really have a lot of people watching our channel. They be like, man, why you put this on black? What does? But that was your homeboys. But anyway, so his homeboys just tell him, stop hanging with them little dudes. They bad. Don't, you know, they got life. They don't got nothing to lose. But he will always hang out. And what guys do in jail, they got this thing where they'll try to test you, like they'll feel you out. Some of them like to wrestle with you, see how much wind you have. Some of them like to hit your body, fight you, pop, pop. Once they break you down, you know, they're gonna come in, grab you, roll on you. So they had beat him up, knocked him out, and took his butt. You know, the grape.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So he went on to the hole, whatever, you know, humiliated, but that what happens in prison. Like, you got guys that just, they up there just laying prey on the weak.
Yeah.
Man, like, when I was in prison, no phones on the set.
So the phone on ward, cell block 7.
Still coming. Man, like, there was this blind guy. He was like really blind, bro. He used to have these black Gucci, not Gucci, Louis, what that thing? Versace. Yeah, black Versace glasses.
In prison?
Yeah. He was blind, so he can wear his glasses. But I feel people got different kind of name brand glasses. That ain't nothing. So people get that on visit. Different people, they get glasses and watches and rings and chains. That's easy. So matter of fact, a guy just posted a picture with me with 2 watches on and chain on when I was in jail. So yeah, you didn't catch that. So anyway.
Yeah, Geneva.
So this guy, he blind. I'm talking about legally blind. Like, got a field, really can't see. So they appointed him a companion. So the companion is somebody that walk you everywhere, right, to fill out the commissaries, help you do everything you need to do.
Yeah.
The blind guy was arrogant, cocky, used to talk a lot of smack. He could get money, so he used to be, you know, talking, just bragging, just talking smack. So the guy who used to walk him, man, old fat dude from, I think he's from Alabama or Mississippi. But he used to get that dip, commissary. So, man, he would walk blind guy everywhere. But then sometimes I just go over there, sit in the cell and just kick it with the guy who used to walk the blind. And we just be talking, So he said, man, they had got into it. So they fell out about something. They had a disagreement. So he had stopped walking them for a while. He said, yeah, that's why I be tearing that MF up. I said, what you mean? He said, man, because back in the day, we used to have a little, before they started allowing us to send out money, we used to send out money, MoneyGram, but they had stopped it. But it was other way we send out money, fill out slips. We used to have this little green bubble slip where if I want to send out $300, I got a bubble in the circle in the 300 and sign it and turn it in. So the blind guy used to have him sending money home, doing different stuff. And then he got to the point, because the people know, because when you turn in slips, you have to go in the back to the council office and turn the slips in. So the people had got used to him working for him, you know. So he started filling out slips himself and sending money home to his girlfriend to take care of his children off the blind guy money. Cause the blind guy ain't know how much money he had in his account. You can't see.
Yeah, he gets told what he has.
Yeah, you can't, and he trusted this guy because him and this guy done got cool.
Man, ain't no honor in prison.
No, man, you gotta keep in mind, bro, there's a lot of broke dude. Like, it was one guy, he couldn't read or write, so it's like, you know how it's crazy how people say, you know, the truth is told through the joke. So he would always be joking around, well, what them chocolate chip cookies with children, you know, put that down right at the, you know, and I was one time just playing, man, you act like you can't read or write or something. You're like, man, I can't.
Oh my
like,
gosh.
oh wow, you know, but people be scared to let people know up front, I can't read or I can't write, so they be embarrassed, you know, until they get to know you or they feel like they could trust you, and then they will open up, like, man, you can fill my commissary slip out for me? Can you help me do this? Can you help me do that?
And it makes me ask the question, the blind dude, was he blind going to prison or was he?
Yes, he was blind. Like, from
so he committed a crime and blind man.
Blind.
So what happens to those kind of inmates who are, whether blind, can't hear, deaf, dumb, mute? They just in there with the regular inmates?
One time they used to be, but now they got, like Lexington, no, that's a hospital. This other one, people in the chest who know, they got a different federal, not that many, but where you go at when you got like different illness where they'll send you there.
Oh, wow. Dang, okay, yeah.
Yeah.
That's real. So, no, you start the story by talking about somebody beating the body, you know, then may get their butt taken. So I might put on the title of this interview, Inmates Will Beat Your Body, Then Take Your Butt.
Man, we had a homeboy, he was in Oakdale. That's all I'm gonna say, because my homies know who I'm talking about. So, matter of fact, Louisiana got into it with Texas. And that morning, them Texas dudes got up and they had their hoodies on, because like certain parts of the year when they call breakfast, it still be kind of dark. So when you going out the dorm to walk to the shower hall, it's kind of dark, so you really can't see who moving and grooving on that walk, because you walking, right? So my homie, they get into the fight, a ride, jump all. Matter of fact, it was a Texas dude taught me how to break in lockers with the soda can. But anyway, yeah, he taught me how to break a locker with soda can.
Can you speak on how to do that?
Well, you want to tell me first story, or you want me to tell this story?
I'm sorry, yeah, please. Yeah.
So
I'm curious.
So yeah, my homeboy, so they fighting and stabbing and all that, and one of my homies, he behind the fence having sex with a punk instead of helping the homeboy fight. So, yeah, but anyway, so for the soda can.
Hold on, wait. Before you get to the soda can, your partner missed out on the war.
Yeah, he better get him some butt. That, bro.
How does that violate? Like, do people look at that like, say, bro, you didn't?
Yeah,
like,
because people want to see, but the problem be this: some dudes that violate, that don't participate in the war, some of them be warriors to where people be scared of them that they already proved they can fight good, or they'll stab you too. They just like, I'm going to do this. I don't want to do that.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. So you got some people that do that, but that was a homie that did that. But now for the soda can, so this guy moving my cell, he was telling me how to break in somebody's locker, because I used to didn't like when people was going home and they would take their radio or take their trimmers, their clippers with them to the halfway house. I mean, you're going to leave that stuff in jail.
You're going home.
Yeah. But then I thought about it, I said, man, was a broke dude started that rule. Man, don't take nothing back to the streets. Well, when you go to Walmart, the same stuff we got here, we got it in Walmart. So I'll be like, just steal the streets. So I was like, anyway, so I had something against people taking stuff home. And the dude from Texas, he come from Oakdale, come there to the drug program where I was at. And he was telling me about how you could break in the lock in a few seconds. That's how you do it. So he got the soda can and he broke it and he took the scissors and cut it and he made like you know how you make you cut like a little box?
Yeah.
But then you bend it like a little U shape, right? Yeah. But then you take the scissors and trim it, because when you make it a little square shape, the little box shape, you got the points. So you got to get the scissors and trim that around and trim it around to get. So now what happens is, you know, those combination locks, how the lock go? So you got the lock here, and you know you got the little top part on there.
Correct.
Once you do the spin it, you got this part here.
Correct.
So what you do is you raise it up, and you take the can, I just would tell you, stick it in the inside of it, and you raise it up, and then you just take a hard boom, boom, and you just jam it, and it pops open.
Wow.
Because the soda can gets in the way of the lock inside. Because you stick it in there, and you push it hard forward, you jack it back. You might do it like 2-3 times, pop, and lock a pop open.
Gee, you ever use it?
Yeah, I started doing it for fun. Man, I started breaking people. But I realized I was like, bro, you got too much money. You don't want for nothing. And I was like, man, I could have been killed doing that. Going and take people lives, doing stuff. But I just get kicks out of going into my locker with that soda can.
You mentioned people should leave once they get out, they should leave their stuff behind. Like, what happens if you are stocked up on commissary? You got a lot of stuff. You can't leave it to another inmate, or like, what do people normally do whenever
they leave it to their homeboys? They leave it to people.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, like when I got to leave, I left. But now let me say this, because when they called me for me release, so I left all my stuff to a dude named Baby from Pensacola. I mean, him was real tight.
Yeah.
But I didn't understand. How did this go? So I didn't realize how the weather was, because I hadn't left. I don't have my jogging pants. I had my Quran and my prayer rug and my Islamic stuff, my pictures, my personal stuff in a garbage bag, and I left him everything. So I only had a T-shirt on. No. When I got up front, I had a T-shirt on, a pair of jeans, and some shoes. So it was cold.
Yeah.
Man, I'm like, I didn't know I should bring my sweater. It was taking too long, right? Because I was like, I called my mother. I jumped off the bus. I jumped off the bus in Pensacola. I was like, I didn't know where I was at. I just know I was in Pensacola. So I called my mother. I said, Mama, no. So when we stopped at the bus stop, it was 2 Latino little youngsters. I was like, hey, can I use y'all phone? And they were like, yeah. So I called my mother and said, hey, man, the next stop is gonna be Pensacola. It's gonna take too long, because you know bus routes be stopping.
Yes.
I said, I need y'all to come pick me up and bring me home. So they were like, all right. So when I got off, we pulled in the back and it was dark back there. So I come out in the highway and I saw a gas station across the street. This during COVID. So It was a truck right there. And the guy, I walked up to him and said, hey, you have a cell phone I can use? He said, no. So then I realized, like, man, you don't know this man, you trip, you might steal a man's phone, the man doesn't know you. So I walk off, all right. I walk back to the front where the grass at so you can see the highway. Yeah. And I'm cold, I got my hand in my shirt. So when he got ready to pull out the gas station and pull off, he stopped. Jay, come here. He gave me a little bathing bag thing. He said, put this here on your body. And he said, it's gonna keep you warm. He said, take this here on your hand. So I'm like, man, they got COVID. He trying to give me some COVID or something. But the bag, I don't want to put a bag on my body. I didn't trust that. I did it though. So then he realized like I wasn't no home. So he said, what's your mother's number? So I gave him I gave him the number. He told my brother exactly where I was at. They pulled up. My brother was like, you want to drive? I wanted to. I was like, no. Because I'm like, man, I just got a jail. I don't want to get no ticket. I'm scared. I don't want to get in trouble. So we went straight to the Waffle House.
Oh, yeah.
Straight to the Waffle House. I got grits, eggs, chicken, and a waffle.
Man, the fact that you remember what you ordered, man. Oh, that sounds good.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Have you been back to the Waffle House since?
I go to Waffle House all the time. That's
okay, yeah.
I get my favorite scrambled eggs, grits with the cheese, T-bone steak, well done.
Okay.
Sometimes I get a waffle every now and again.
Oh, there you go.
I got to get the grits and cheese scrambled eggs.
Let me ask you, who gets more respect in prison? A young inmate who could fight well, ready to stab somebody up, or an older inmate who could de-escalate a fight, who don't have to fight or don't resort to violence? He could like de-escalate situations. The
young inmate who could fight, stab somebody because he dangerous, so people want to stay on his good side.
Wow, so respect follows the powerful.
And then it follows you. So like if you in this prison here, say we hanging out, somebody slap you or somebody beat you up or somebody owe you something and punk you, then you get transferred to another spot. And then I might see, like, that joker from Texas, man, over at the pen and such, man, old boy and them took all this commissary. They had his pictures of his girl and they didn't give it back. So, man, they held him bad, man. So they're gonna be like, oh yeah. So you gonna other inmate gonna try to slide up on you and try you. Cause they feel like, okay, you got punked over here. You ain't about to come over here and stand on business.
That reputation follow you, so they gonna try. Like, oh yeah, let's go and try them.
Anything you do is gonna follow you to the next prison.
Can you build a new reputation, the new spot you go to? All right, I'm gonna whoop some ass when I'm in this one.
Yeah, I've seen plenty of guys do that because you gotta keep in mind. We had a thing, I had a brother from Philly, he used to say, you tough, I'm tough, we gonna see who the toughest. So at this prison, you might have somebody that was tougher than you that could really fight. You ain't had no win. But then you might get to this prison, you might get a guy that's weak, but he got a big bulk, and you get off on him, and now you're like, okay, yeah, he handled his business. So people gonna be a little hesitant to members. They say, okay, he beat him up. You know, or he pull out a knife here. Like I had a dude, he was cool, but he was scary. He was scared of this one. Is this where he from? It was this one youngster, bro. He was a little wild, but he was kind of big, right? He was a bully. So it's just, I don't gonna call this dude name, but because I know they be watching this stuff. So the dude used to punk him to take his camera, to take his stuff. Now one time, he left to go to the yard, and the dude went in and stole it out of his locker. And like dudes would have so much commissary in the bag, it'd be up under the bed. So they took all this stuff, he come in and robbed him blind. So his homeboys got wind of this. Now get this. The dude that got jacked for his stuff, him and another one of his homeboys on the same compound, if a female got a baby by both of them. So they got into it on the street before, and this one beat him up. So he was a little older than him too, right? So, but the one that beat him up called a meeting on the yard because it's still his homeboy, it's still from the same city.
Yeah.
So it's like, bro, you making us look bad. So he had the meeting because like he used to stay away from them because he was still scared of him from he got beat up on the street. They know he was soft, but they called a meeting. They told him, you better fight or we gonna beat you up, right? So he come back in the dorm. He told me, he say, man, I just talked to my homeboys. I ain't giving out no more passes. And I'm looking at him like, what you mean? The man been taking your stuff, jacking you. So when that dude came again, he called him to come in the cell and he beat the dude up. He just was scared. He was intimidated because the dude was aggressive. He was kind of bigger than him, tall, but he worked out too, but he was just short and stocky. But he went in that cell with him one-on-one and beat the dude up.
Oh, man.
And he was scared of him, you know, so all your commissary, you done missed some commissary by being scared instead of standing up. It took some men to give you some courage, tell you we gonna beat you up if you don't fight back.
Oh, man. It's interesting, you know, as far as, you know, when we tell these stories, I've heard that, you know, if you walk into someone else's cell, and what kind of violation is it if somebody is beating their meat to your girl's picture?
I had a fight with y'all fan from UNLV about that at our parent jail, right?
Damn.
No, this is the fight I had with him. So I gave him some pictures to jack off on the girl, right? I leave to go get on the phone. I come back, there's a towel up on my door. So I'm like, I'm in the cell, I'm saying, what got, man, but who in it? Oh, this me. Man, why you ain't go to your own cell and do that?
I thought you was giving me the pictures.
Nah, I gave the pictures, go to your cell. So me and him had a fight in my cell about that. And the only reason why I speak on it now because he brought it up first. You know?
Yeah, shout out Fat, man.
Yeah, but me and him had a fight about that. But yeah, that's totally disrespect if somebody masturbate off your girl pictures because that's your girl. What are you doing sneaking, jacking off on my girl? But you got to do that. And you got dudes that do this. So dudes that get pictures of their girls in their bikinis, bathing suits, thongs and all that, and they'll put it up on their bed. So you got to sell it. He been down a while, or you got to sell it as a freak. If you go to the record, go somewhere, you know, you're going to get down and look, oh, that girl, fine, get that lotion, get me hit her right quick because they're going to put the sign up like they use in the bathroom. So you don't know what they're doing in the cell and they gunning off your girl.
So they shooting it everywhere.
Yeah, it might be landing in your bed.
Yeah, who come clean the cell? Like, who going to clean that up? Like, what's going on?
Yeah, but they got some crazy freaks in prison.
Well, you know, this is a quick one, man. I know you got some things to do. So, Gangsta, you know, we always got to do these prison stories. I never want to, you know, glorify prison. I always got to, you know, tell people this is the real stories that go down. You know, even with the blind man, you know, you get, they'll do you bad in prison. Can you still speak to the young kids out there, man? The kids that's come from your same set in New Orleans, why they need to avoid going to whether the feds or state just doing prison time?
I'm gonna end it with this. Like I told this youngster in Farmerville, Louisiana. He was on bond. They had a little gang war where he was out the anchor mines with his mother. And I was like, and it's for all the youngsters. So it's like, you know how we quick to fight, we quick to stab, we quick to shoot behind one of our loved ones. I was like, man, so if somebody at Walmart or somewhere disrespect your mother, man, I'm gonna spin on, I'm gonna do that. So I said, well, let me ask you this. If somebody do something to one of your loved ones and you don't think it's true, you just go spin, you go to jail. So now when you in jail, who gonna protect your mother, your little sister, your little brother? You in jail now. You in jail for busting a move that you could have handled different the first time. Now something happening to him now, and all you could do is call home and cry, listen to them cry, or you could just call home and get mad, and then you're going to be frustrated to take it out on the inmate, or you take it out on your cellie. Now I had a little youngster, bro. He was from Detroit, but he was living in Alabama. He had a girl. He was crazy about her, but that's when I started that Cappity Cap. He would come in the cell, man, and be mad, punch the wall, just be so upset. I would look at him like, what? Like, you can't change nothing. Like, she had started messing with another little dude on him, but he was in love with her. He was a young dude, but he went out, he forgave her, went home, messing with her. Then when he got out and started realizing things, he eventually left her, but it's just the things that men go through in prison. Like, men dog women out on the street, but when they get in jail, they want them to be loyal to them.
Yeah, man.
Man, he was a big old dude I saw. I gotta go, Joe, but I said he was a big old dude. I saw him crying. He was a big, heavy dude. I'm like, man, a big old crybaby. So when me and him got cool, cause once I heard, who that is? I heard that man, who that sound like a man voice. So once me and him got cool, and he showed me a picture of his girl, this girl, he was a big ugly dude, but like that ugly dude you be interviewed on here.
Oh, shit.
So like him,
I don't know names.
Yeah, I'm gonna, he's gonna try to beat me up. So he was a big old ugly dude though. So he showing a picture, man, he had a girl was drop dead gorgeous. I'm like, how this ugly dude got her? But he was getting money, so he was able to take care of her. But man, I see why I wanted to cry for him.
Damn.
Man, she was bad. She was pretty fine. Yeah, man, I done seen.
Yeah, nah, that's one of the reasons that you should not go to prison. That bad one you got on your arm, the one you loving on, kissing on every night.
That lawyer tells you, when you get handcuffed, that lawyer says, stop, playboy.
Right. She might even tell you that she go, and it's even worse when they tell you that they're loyal. And out here just going crazy. You know, you can hear from your cousin or your auntie or something. Bro. Then you call and ask her what's going on, and she gonna hang up on you, talking about don't question me. So you can't even have no real argument because
then she might block you.
Right. Man. Well, with that being said, man, we gotta let you get out of here, man. I gotta thank you for coming through. Once again, Prison Stories 101, Terrence Civilian Williams.
Big facts.
Y'all go follow the channel Terrence Gangsta Williams Home. And
relationship and consequence with
the standards and situationships. Very dope interview you have over there. Thank you for blessing that platform. Wow. You making your runs. You making your runs.
I gotta do my pro bono work.
All right, Florida next. Let's get to it, man.
Let's go, baby. Hey. We out. Wow.